Hello to all the viewers. In this screencast we explain how Mina works, we introduce Mina plugins, and then we showcase some more advanced deployment and migration scenarios that are possible with Mina. We will use Mina along with WordPress command line tool and migrate WordPress website from one server to another without the intermediate step of downloading the website to the local machine. We will also show how to automate this so it can be reused. In the tutorial we introduced Mina, a fast and simple tool for automating deployment. It's a tool that was originally developed for deployment of Rails apps and is basically an extension of Rake, but it's completely configurable and we can use it to deploy practically anything. How it works is that it creates bash script from the configuration file that we provide, and then it uploads it to the server. We can also define local tasks, preparation tasks to do before the deployment, and cleanup after deployment. We can even do a rollback in case deployment didn't succeed. Now, Alibaba's Elastic Compute Service is a cloud product that gives us a lot of control, but then it also requires more setup work than higher level products. That is why tools like this one are a great fit, because we can automate tasks and greatly simplify our workflow. With Mina, we can theoretically automate the whole server setup and any kind of migrations, anything that we could do with a bash shell basically. So Mina enables us to encapsulate complex shell procedures into simple to execute commands and reuse them. And those who have had to repeatedly do procedures that include both local machine and one or more remote ones know that this can consume a lot of time and energy. One thing about Mina is that it's extensible, which means that we can write plugins to automate things even more. It also means that there are a lot of plugins written by the community. Some plugins here worth mentioning are Mina FTP, which does what it says. It gives Mina ability to transact files over the FTP protocol. Then there is New Relic plugin, which helps us put notifications for New Relic into our tasks. Mina Nginx enables us to manipulate Nginx virtual hosts. npm enables us to compile static assets prior to deployment. Rsync and Scp, these would enable us to transfer files which are not Git repos from remote servers. There's Mina lock, which makes it possible to lock the remote directory from being deployed to by other people. Now, all these allow us to develop sophisticated deployment scenarios. We could, for example, orchestrate deployment from one remote server to another. Actually, that is what we will do in the rest of this tutorial. We will use Mina to dump database on remote server, then switch to our Elastic Compute instance, and from there pull the website directory and database to Elastic Compute instance, import the database, install WordPress command line, and do search replace for the domain. So now we will review the deployment script for our advanced scenarios. As we see, we need to input the data about our origin and about our destination. Domains, database, access, remote folders. Then we define these server tasks, which will serve us to call them within each task that needs to be executed on the server. First of these is database prepare. What it does, it logs into the origin server and it dumps the database into the root of the WordPress folder, which is not the best practice, but it takes just 5 minutes and then it's deleted. The next task is command line install, and it is executed on the server destination. It installs WordPress command line, which we need to replace the domains. Then we have migrate task that logs in to the destination server or elastic compute server, and provided that we have authorized it by copying the SSH key to the origin, now it will pull the installation folder from the origin along with the database. Then it will prepare the configuration file, import the database, and that basically enables our new website to function. Now we have change domain task, which uses WordPress command line to search and replace the old domain with a new domain. And the last task is cleanup. It logs into the origin server and deletes the database dump that we created. So now we will test our deployment script. Now we will install command line on the destination. Now we will do the migrate task. Change domain. We can see that Mina made 6 replacements and clean up. Now we will test our installation to see if the website is up. As we can see, the migration was successful. Do you have a tip for making the most out of Alibaba cloud services? If so, tell us about it in our SitePoint community. Follow the link in the post below.